Welcome to the Delmarva Almanac. Each week, we connect you to the best of Delmarva. Like other almanacs, our aim is to tell you a little bit about our past, our present, and events in the near future. I'm your host, Dana Kester McCabe. A few months ago, a friend of mine sent out an email to alert the ladies in my book club that Google was honoring a distinguished Delmarva native in one of their Google Doodles. It was the birthday of Annie Jump Cannon. I'd never heard of her before, but since then I've enjoyed finding out about her. There's even a song dedicated to her written by one Linda Williams, also known as the Physics Chanteuse.
Jump, 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 Annie jump, Annie. Jump, 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 Annie jump, Annie. Jump, jump, jump.
Annie Jump Cannon was born on December 11, 1863 in Dover, Delaware. Annie was the middle child of 8. There were 4 before her from her father's first marriage, and she and 3 others followed from his second marriage to her mother, Mary Jump. Her father was a Democratic state senator who broke from his party to vote against secession at the onset of the Civil War. Her mother, Mary, was a bright woman who encouraged her children's curiosity. The Cannons built a makeshift observatory in their attic, where at a young age Annie recorded her observations of the stars by candlelight. Because her family could afford a quality education for her, she attended Wilmington Conference Academy, which is now Wesley College in Dover. She then went on to Wellesley College in Massachusetts, where she earned her bachelor's degree in physics in 1884. Annie was a beautiful girl and a gifted pianist. Though her biographical papers record a thriving social life, they do not mention any special beau. In fact, she never married. After college, she returned home to Dover, where she stayed for almost a decade until her mother's passing. Then she returned to her studies at Wellesley and committed to her true calling, astrophysics. In 1896, she was hired to be part of the team known as Pickering's Women. These women were hired by Harvard College Observatory Director Edward Pickering. Though she probably made considerably less than $1 an hour, this was a major breakthrough for women scientists. This was a team of research scientists who were essentially human computers recording and analyzing data about the stars. At the time, there was a controversy about the best way to classify stars. Should it be for their size, their brilliance, or their color? Annie pioneered a combined system. Pickering's women had been using the alphabet to catalog stars in classes based on their temperature. Other characteristics of the stars began to complicate things until finally the alphabet system was not working at all. So Annie organized the data from those stars grouped in the classes O, B, A, F, G, K, and M. They came up with this mnemonic to remember the order. Oh, be a fine girl, kiss me. For any woman who's been chased around a desk, the irony of this is clear. On May 9, 1922, the International Astronomical Union passed a resolution to formally adopt Annie's classification system, and with only minor changes, it is still being used today. You're listening to the Delmarva Almanac. I'm Dana Kester McCabe, and we're talking about Annie Jump Cannon. Annie's life was not all work and not without its challenges. Something caused Annie to go deaf. One source claims the cause was exposure to cold as a college student. Another posits that it was the result of scarlet fever, which she caught while visiting Spain in 1893 to photograph an eclipse. No matter, when she lost her hearing, she appears to have been undaunted. She continued her research and traveled around the world taking pictures of stellar spectra. She was also quite popular on the lecture circuit. Annie enjoyed cooking and entertaining. She called her home, not far from Harvard's observatory, the Star Cottage. She loved entertaining the children of her co-workers. Every year she held an Easter egg rolling contest for them. She was also a suffragette and a progressive Republican who expressed frustration about the apathy of some women for voting. Today she remains well loved in scientific circles for her accomplishments. She's been nicknamed the Census Taker of the sky because she classified almost 250,000 stars, more than anyone else has ever done, including 300 she personally discovered. A crater on the moon and an asteroid are named Cannon after her. In 1929, she was listed as one of 12 greatest living women by the National League of Women Voters. After receiving one particularly generous award, Annie set up her own award, the Annie Jump Cannon Award in Astronomy, which is awarded annually by the American Astronomical Society to a woman resident of North America for distinguished contributions to astronomy.
Jump, 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 Sandy jump cannon. 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 Jump.
We'd like to thank our community partners, the Friends of Delmarva Public Radio, the Community Foundation of the Eastern Shore, and underwriters EatDrinkBuyArt.com for their help in bringing this program to you, our audience. Our theme music was provided by Brightside Studio. This show has been a Moonshell production. Thanks for listening. Until we meet again, may the rhythms and tides of Delmarva bring you good fortune.